legislation is normally, they come in the form of bans. So there's breed bans in cities. There's also restrictions in other cities. So where some cities might ban a breed altogether, other cities have restrictions, whereas maybe your dog has to have a muzzle and has to have a beware of dog sign, and you have to have special insurance. And this is all based around the breed alone. It's not based around behavior or temperament or anything else. I currently own a dog that is affected by BSL. She has not personally been affected. However, she is a pit mix, so I cannot take her into certain cities with breed bans. She's a really good dog. I use her as a demo dog at work. She's very well mannered, well temperament, and she does get discriminated against just because of the way she looks.
My dog is, she's a girl. She's named Lady. She's the most friendly dog I think I've ever met. She does not bark at all. I don't think I heard her bark until like a month after we adopted her. She only barks when she's playing. It's never a mean thing. It's always a playful thing with her.
This is Marley. He is a Black Lab Pit Bull mix, and he is easily one of the smartest dogs I've ever met. He's also a giant goof. He's also just so unbelievably sweet, and I could never picture my life without him. Breed-specific legislations kind of make me feel like I'm always somewhat judged a little bit, because people believe that laws are always put in place for a reason, and that's not necessarily the case, especially when it comes to pit bulls and pit bull type dogs, because the legislations are usually put in these kinds of communities because of just fear, because they're afraid of what could happen. And instead of targeting the source of the problem, they target the animal itself.
My dog's name is Dexter. He's an American Bulldog mix, but he gets called a pit bull all the time. He's a really good boy. He gets along with other dogs. He gets along with people. He loves my niece. When I lived in Florissant, Missouri, we had an issue with the city because they had BSL, and even though he's an American Bulldog, they considered him a pit bull. They sent me a citation for him even though he'd never caused any issues. He'd never gotten loose. He'd never bit anybody. He didn't even really bark at people. I had to actually rehome him with my grandmother for about a year while we fought the breed-specific legislation in Florissant, which we did end up getting it overturned, and he was able to come back to live with me, but that's a year of my dog's life that I missed out on because of the way he looks.
I just slid my ticket across the table and I said, "Sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl."